Hey guys, and it just don't stop with Porsha and Simon, or should I say Simon, because he is not letting up on Miss Porsha Williams, honey. And guess what he did? He's trying to seek an injunction against Porsha. Y'all, we got to get into what Simon is stating that Porsha did. Y'all, let's jump into this video. But guys, before we get into this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And also make sure you guys have enabled your bell notification. Now, if you are not following me on TikTok and on Facebook and on Instagram, you may be missing out because I'm posting different things at different places. So you want to make sure you are following on all social media handles at Lakeisha Keisha.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now.
Right.
Yes.
So I was gone. I was on vacation, y'all. I was resting. So I'm trying to make up, for everything that I missed. So y'all, we gotta talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. But so much specifically Porsha Williams and Simon Guobadia, because Simon is not letting up. Y'all, we done talked about pretty much everything with regards to these two, but listen. I tried to tell y'all, Simon is not going to stop. He is not going to give up, with his property. He's going to continue to fight Porsha. And I know some of y'all was like, why don't she just give this man his house? Listen, I feel the exact same way, because if it was me, I would want my peace. But honey, I don't know what this woman financial situation is, but it's something going on, because hey, I would just leave. But this is the latest, and the greatest of what's going on with Simon Guobadia and Porsha Williams. So Simon is demanding that Porsha Williams testify. Now, this is before July 4th. Y'all know we got a holiday coming up. I hope y'all, spend time with your family and friends. Now, let's kind of rehash this and everything that is going on. Simon wants Porsha out of his house. If you guys recall, we've talked about this before. The reason that she is allowed to actually stay in the property is solely regards to that prenuptial agreement. The prenuptial agreement allows her to be able to stay in the property. And as Simon has stated, the reason that that was created is because another one of their things that they decided to do when they got married is that Porsha would not work. Obviously, Simon was like, hey, if she's not going to work, then I'll give her, time to, be in the house for these amount of days. Why say, look, whatever. So what Simon is now saying is Porsha has signed this deal now with Bravo, and she's bringing in money. So it's not necessarily that he needs to foot the bill for her. And also, if you guys recall, he wants to know how much money Porsha is making with her new deal with Bravo. Okay. So what they're saying in this article, and this is reality news. Porsha Williams and Simon Guobadia, they are still battling out their divorce details. It's been a wild, messy process where their attorneys' pockets are really the only winners, because the attorneys are getting paid. Okay. So currently Simon is trying to squash Portia's filming on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And he's basically saying, girl, don't film in my house. If you want to film, go somewhere else. Well, go somewhere else and film. So he just doesn't want Porsha filming in their still shared house. And he also wants every one of his court ordered acts and demands answered. And this is all before July 4th. So let's get into that. If you guys recall, Simon sent all of this information to Porsha's job, Bravo, NBC Universal. I want to know what she's making, because Simon is asking, he wants to know what is Porsha making. And the reason that he's asking this is because if I'm married to somebody and I'm asking them to pay for my housing, for me to live somewhere, even pay the mortgage, utilities, whatever, that is in essence, saying that I don't have any money or maybe I can't afford to do it, which is an okay ask, when you marry and you're getting a divorce. But what Simon is saying, Porsha has money. So what he is requesting is that he want the numbers. What have Porsha agreed to? What is going to be her wages? And in all honesty, he should prevail because this is honestly a simple ask in a divorce. People ask for these sorts of things. So I don't really see what the problem is. But the issue here is if Porsha releases that information, it's going to be over with for her. But in all honesty, they are going to have to release the information. So they're saying that Simon is growing pettier and pettier by the day. All of the stuff he's saying on social media and with regards to how he is handling this dispute. Now, this is all according to Radar Online, okay? So Simon is asking that Porsha show up and talk about this information. He wants her to give oral testimony. Now this is scheduled, y'all, for Wednesday, July 3rd at 10 a.m. Now, for the deposition. Now, Porsha needs to show up for this deposition, honey. So this is, I can't even say it's getting serious because it's been serious. He is not playing. And I mean, I could have told y'all that this is not going to be over. I'm not sure what Porsha thought that she was going to get with Simon. She saw how he act with Fallon. So that is the latest and the greatest. So he wants Porsha in court. He wants her to show up and give an oral deposition. Now, an oral deposition is just when you are questioned by the other person's attorneys, and what they do is they write down or they take, well, I shouldn't say they write down, they actually have a court reporter to show up and they just transcribe everything you're saying. So what Simon is going to do is he's going to take this oral testimony from Porsha, then he's going to match it up with what Bravo is, Bravo and NBC Universal. What are they going to say in regards to what Porsha is actually making? And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Simon is smart. The way I know he be on social media, but that kind of stuff don't really matter in court. But the way that he's going about this is extremely smart. You can almost tell that he's been through this before, because what he's doing is he is going to prove that Porsha is a liar, okay? So he is gathering his evidence. He's having his attorneys to get evidence. He is going to her banks. He wants that evidence. He's getting her taxes, y'all. This is a lot of information. So he getting all of the information, and I just don't understand why Porsha just won't move out the man house. I mean, if it was me and I filed for divorce, I would just move. But I don't know why Porsha just wants to stay in this man's home. I feel like if she actually moved, a lot of this will go away, right? And I honestly, in my opinion, I believe that what he is asking for, I think it's pretty fair. If we agree that you not work and we got a divorce, of course, I'm going to be responsible for some of your expenses. But if you decide to work, which is kind of against what we agreed to, then you should have money to be able to pay your expenses. I think that is perfectly fair. And I don't think this is going to end well for Miss Porsha Williams. So of course, let me know what y'all think. And I've been reading the comments. I know y'all like, girl, get out of this man's house. But apparently, she is not. So y'all got to let me know what y'all think. We just going to talk about Porsha and Simon until this is over, honey, because it don't seem like Porsha is going nowhere. It does not seem like she's trying to leave this house. And it's kind of crazy though. It's kind of crazy because if you don't want them, just leave. Like, it's like, girl, obviously she's never had a property like that, right? Because she is not trying to leave. Some people been saying that she doesn't want to see another woman in the house, but that's kind of crazy. I mean, if you want a divorce, move on with your life. The guy is going to move on. You're going to move on. But y'all know the streets been saying that Porsha been messing around with a whole lot of different dudes, allegedly. So maybe that's the reason why she's trying to hold on. Who knows? But you guys, let me know what you think in the comments, and make sure you're following me on all platforms at Lakeisha. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
And as always, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And also, make sure you guys are following me at Lakeisha on all social media platforms.